Welcome back, everyone, to FrootPunchGaming.
Whoa!
We're doing Dark of the Moon.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I finally got a way to record it, so I'm very happy to do that.
Yes.
Yes,
Ignore
sir.
the potential fire hazard that all the wires are causing.
Yeah, so this is the PS3 version, and for anyone who has tried to record PS3 footage,
Oh boy.
you know exactly what we have gone through. They don't make it easy.
No.
It's the only console that did not make it easy.
Yeah. We also have our special guest, Swanson the cat.
He's sleeping.
He's sitting on my lap. I am in delight right now. This is so nice.
Yeah, he's just been super cuddly all day, so I think he just wanted attention. But yeah,
So, yeah, I had wanted to do this like right after we did Revenge of the Fallen, but I had no way to actually record it at that time. But it kind of worked out because, like, in terms of release schedule, like, this came after War for Cybertron anyway.
yeah, because this was High Moon Studios.
Yes, yeah. So High Moon actually made War for Cybertron, Dark of the Moon, and then Fall of Cybertron in subsequent years.
Huh.
And then they did Darkspark, right?
No. So
Nope.
a different company did Darkspark.
Could have sworn it was.
Nope, that's why it sucks.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, that's the general consensus. I don't really mind it that much, but we'll get to that. That is later.
Are we doing that one or are we not
Yes,
doing
it is a tie-in to both the movies and to the War for Cybertron games.
Okay.
Yeah, they
So-
tried to make them the same continuity.
Yeah, it doesn't work. We'll talk about that later. But for now, we are going to start a new campaign. So what's interesting about this one, it's a movie tie-in game, but it's a prequel
To the movie.
to the movie.
Okay.
So, like, with the other games, it was just straight up trying to, like,
Tie in.
like, here is the movie, but you can play it. This one is like, no, we are actually going to lead up to the movie.
Yeah, we're making our own story.
It causes some problems because this game doesn't totally gel with the movie, but
I mean, the fact that you're playing Bumblebee in South America means that it's already wrong.
it's already wrong. But because the biggest thing is that the movie, like Dark of the Moon, had a huge disinformation campaign, like intentionally, before it came out, because it had two major plot twists that they hid like hard.
Yeah.
That being, I guess, spoilers if you haven't seen a 2011 movie. One is that Sentinel Prime is a bad guy, like the main bad guy.
Yeah.
And the other one being that Soundwave is disguised as Carly's car throughout the entire movie. Those are two big twists that they tried so hard to keep covered. Like, this game will not address Sentinel Prime at all, and Soundwave looks different.
Okay.
But this tries to kind of bridge the gap a little bit.
Yeah, because he also, before he was a car, he was a satellite.
He was a satellite.
And this kind of explains how he switched from being one to the other, yeah? Because this is him.
More or less. We do get to play as him on Earth.
Yeah, but this is Soundwave
Yeah,
right now.
this is Soundwave.
Okay. Yeah, and you know, saying that this is yeah, there he is. There's my boy.
It's my boy.
I will say, him being a satellite is the most Soundwave
That's perfect.
alt mode.
Yeah.
Like, the only alt mode I think is better for him was in Transformers Prime when he was the fucking like,
UAV.
Yeah, the UAV drone. It's like, yes, of course. What else would he be?
Boom box.
Also, Bumblebee straight up steals Optimus Prime's thing.
Oh yeah.
Getting dropped out of an aircraft, like a cargo plane, transforms on the way down.
All right. Double continuity here. First, Bumblebee shouldn't be on Earth yet. Second, he should not be a Chimera.
No, this isn't a prequel to the movies. This is a prequel to specifically Dark of the Moon.
Never mind.
Though it is also kind of wrong because Optimus and Bumblebee are both using outdated character models. They both got new models for the movie, for Dark of the Moon. And they're using their Revenge of the Fallen appearances. I know that because I'm like that.
Yeah.
It's fine, man. It's a.
Also, they gave Bumblebee an SMG.
Really?
I mean, yeah, like, that's just.
Also, it's got a really like high like really well animated reload for some reason.
What?
That's just a straight up gun.
Oh, right, yeah, because in Dark of the Moon, they went from having like integrated guns to having guns.
Yeah. Bumblebee was the only one who kept his integrated weapon, like through all of the movies, but everyone else switched to handheld guns, including Optimus.
and Ironhide, when his whole thing was how cool.
They explain that. They explain that in this game. It's wild. We'll see
Okay.
that in the next mission, but they do actually explain.
Okay, I'm excited to see this because I was like, his guns were one of the most iconic things about his fucking movie design.
Yeah.
Was how fucking cool his weapons were and how much movement they had.
Yeah.
They had like 30 million moving parts each.
Oh yeah, they were massive. They don't necessarily explain where the old ones went, because Revenge of the Fallen kind of does that. Because, like, after he gets, like, massively injured at the end of Revenge of the Fallen, you can see him, like, ejecting the guns. But we see him get the new guns in this game.
Okay. But yeah, and also, this being a prequel to the movie, to me, is the best way to do, like, a sort of, movie tie-in game.
Yeah.
Because, like, you have three options, which is, like, it is, the events of the movie, and it's like, okay, well, now it's like, I now know exactly how the movie is going to go, right? Or it's like, oh, I've watched the movie, so I know what's going to happen in the game.
Yeah.
So the only selling point is the mechanics, and more often than not, they're kakadoodoo.
Yeah.
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 Then there's, like, ones that take place immediately after the movie, right? Like, I think one of the Thor movie tie-in games did that, where it was a sequel to the movie, and it's like, if I haven't seen the movie, I now know how it ends, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And number two, it's like, cool. This whole story is going to be invalidated when they actually do.
Make a sequel.
Yeah, so it's like, that's kind of weird. But doing a prequel, I think, is one of the best ways, because it's like, oh, this is what they were doing beforehand, and blah, blah, blah. And then it does get a little...
It gets a lot funny, actually.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I was just gonna say, like, it being a prequel is no different than the game being the sequel to the movie before it.
Yeah.
Because this story is going to be invalidated by the story of Dr. Moon or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that being specifically made to be a prequel of a movie,
It's easier to work. Way easier.
yeah, because it's like making a game and the events are made like, oh, it specifically happens after this movie, right? You can then invalidate it. But it's like, if you then make it a prequel to the sequel movie, you can kind of play around in the space in between because you know where it needs to go to for the start of the next movie, and you know where you ended off with the end of the last movie. So you have like this sort of roadmap of like, we were here, we need to get... Also, what the fuck was that?
that was just...
Melee spin.
I try spinning, that's a good trick.
Okay. But yeah, you know, like, where you started and where you need to end, so you can kind of, like, finagle something in between that.
Hi, buddy. Wow. I stomped on his toe.
And he
Yeah,
died.
he died. Also, Optimus said that we'll just have to shoot them all.
Ah,
Thanks, Optimus.
Murder Prime.
Optimus War Crimes Prime.
He kind of is a bit of War Crimes Prime in this movie.
He is War Crime Prime. Have you... I sent you the video of all the war crimes Optimus Prime has committed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That was a difficult sentence to say.
It was crimes and decided to try and become pro.
Ah.
Yeah.
You weren't permitted
I was
to
not
crime.
permitted to
Crime time, crime.
Criming.
So,
Prime time.
yeah, I will say, you know, Aaron made good points about, like, it being a prequel being a good thing. It is unfortunate, though, because the Decepticon Invasion of Chicago was meant to be in a video game.
Yes.
And we never got that. Of all of the movies to get a prequel game instead of an actual game, like...
You know what, I'll give you that, but, like, definitely a video game setting is, like, that setting in a movie is best for a video game, because it's like, yeah, fuck that whole trying to, like, integrate and hide from the humans bullshit. They know you're there, and there's a full-scale war, so now you can actually, like, play around with that, and just go fucking hog wild.
So what I kind of think is interesting about, like, the fact that they let High Moon make this game is that they actually really well integrated the like the hover mechanic from the previous game, like the War for Cybertron.
Yeah.
Because like they straight up did try to advertise this as like an actual thing in the movie and the toy lines.
Yeah, because Bumblebee and the Wreckers did something like this.
Not the Wreckers, but Bumblebee and Sideswipe. And no one else. Oh no, my controller's dying. Oh yeah, Bumblebee has UAV. Yeah, so like a bunch of toys during the Dark Moon toy line actually did try to do this whole stealth force thing where like it's not really stealth, is it, if it's just a car with guns?
Yeah, that's not stealth.
Yeah, no, that's like fucking James Bond's car. It's like, it's not subtle at all. Even when it looks like it's normal vehicle, that's still like an expensive ass car that people are gonna be like, yo, look at, like, it's an Aston Martin. They're still gonna be like, hey, look at that. This is a fucking like custom silver Aston Martin. That's fucking cool. The machine guns come out of the fucking headlights, and you're like, that's not as impressive as the fact that it's an Aston Martin. Like it's almost expected.
However, I do like it. I do like the idea of stealth force, even if like the name's kind of wrong.
Yeah,
Completely.
100%.
Because like them just turning into a mobile weapons platform like this is just it works.
It also reminds me of the Batmobile in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
With the whole being able to independently move 360 degrees while maintaining like looking in one direction.
Yeah. Yeah, Prime, I don't care. I'm gonna punch dudes. Down this way, okay.
So, what are we doing?
We found a Decepticon facility and we're uploading viruses.
Okay.
Because I think they found evidence of like the Decepticons working with the Russians during the Cold War.
Right, yeah.
What?
That was a plot point in the movie.
Yeah.
Because
They went to Chernobyl at the beginning of the movie.
yeah, they went to Chernobyl, and like the major plot point was like the reason for the space race
Was to get to the moon.
Yeah, because they realized that there was some fucky shit on board. That's why, like America getting like boots on the moon first was like, oh yeah, no, they were able to go there and like actually investigate what they found. Whereas the Russians were the first to have a satellite around the moon. And so before the Americans even got to the moon, they were like, hey, there's a lot of shit on the moon that should not be there.
Oh,
Because that was
stopped by a car.
Because yeah, that was part of the whole sort of what's going on thing here of like, oh yeah, when the Americans went to the moon, they found like these 5 space bridge pillars, and then from speaking with Sentinel Prime and also looking at the orbital photos from one of the Russian from the Russian satellite they sent, they're like, no, there's supposed to be hundreds. Where did the rest of them go?
You know, I really did enjoy like the historical kind of aspect of Dark of the Moon. I really enjoyed that. I know like The Last Night gets a lot of hate for that kind of like mixing of human and like Transformer history, but I kind of love it. I love that sort of we're gonna just mess with history because like these two species have interacted with each other a lot.
I like it. My main problem with how they did it in The Last Night is that they weren't consistent.
And they didn't commit to it.
Yeah, it was like
Sideswipe!
because all the stuff that they had introduced like in the previous movies of like Megatron falling into Arctic, right? Like, okay, that's cool. And then like in this and the other movies, it's like all the stuff they were introducing. It's like, yeah, that's kind of cool, and it's like inoffensive kind of thing, right? And it's like, yeah, sure. But for me, it's like The Last Night. It's like, no, actually,
World War II. Actually, Bumblebee fought Hitler.
Yeah, and people knew about him.
Yeah, that was a real thing. Bumblebee
yeah, and
fought World War
Or like also, oh, Hot Rod was there the whole time, but he never came to help.
No.
Once. Like, yeah, sure, he was in Europe, but like,
Just
who the fuck cares?
They left him there and forgot about him.
Especially also since Bumblebee was in
I mean,
Europe with Hot Rod fighting Hitler, and he never once thought, oh, hey, let's call up the fucking French robot.
yeah, but that's because he's French.
Well, he's not actually French. He just speaks like one.
That's just too bad.
I do kind of love that as just a character trait that like he thought like being French sounded cool, and then he just couldn't stop speaking French.
I do like it. I thought that was fun.
That's funny.
Honestly, Hot Rod in that movie was fine outside of the plot hole of the
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
I liked his design. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And we met the designer for that, right?
He did the texture work for
Yeah.
Hot Rod.
Yeah, so
Christopher Lee Zamp.
yes.
I got to speak with him. He was a really cool guy.
I wish I could be as good with names as you are.
Yeah.
I'm cursed with that shit.
Man, I'm either like amazing at names or I'm awful and will never refer to you by name ever.
I mean, okay, I will say, like, people names, yeah, I have a fucking problem with that. Like, fictional character names or band names, it's like, yeah, it's in there. Or, like, album names. That shit's fucking locked in.
But anyways, yeah, we got to view a panel by him, you know, talking about all of his graphical work on this this franchise. Really, it was very very cool. He also designed the helmet for Megatron last night.
Yeah, I think we did talk about that like a long time ago.
Because
Yeah.
it's fascinating. We got to see the like HD renders and everything. That helmet has a whole ass mural on
Yeah.
it depicting the fight of the Autobots versus Decepticons. Like, it's insanely detailed, and you never actually get to see it in the
Nope.
movie.
Same with like Hot Rod. I think on his knuckles, I think he's got like in Cybertronian like honor and like courage. But like you never get to see it because obviously you're never close enough to Hot Rod's knuckles to know.
Yeah.
And obviously it's also Cybertronian, so you know if you're not sure where to look for it or like
It probably just looks like some weird design on
like
it.
yeah, I mean Optimus has a bunch of like Cybertronian on his face. You gonna bother translating it? No, you're not. But yeah, it was really cool getting to see him. That's 2 different TF cons, and I got to speak to him. Really nice guy.
We have encountered a plethora of Transformers-related things.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, this... no offense, Alex. This has been the exact same thing.
A little bit, yeah. It changes after this mission. This is the tutorial mission.
Yeah,
More chopper.
More choppers.
more choppers. A third wave?
Yeah, yeah, things do change a lot. Like, this is a very short game. There are 7 chapters, and one of them is a one-room boss fight.
Yeah, okay.
So, each level kind of just does a thing and then moves on.
Is this choppers?
I guess so. Buddy. Get kicked in the face, idiot.
Deserved. You spun at him because he's the spinny guy. You have a chopper.
He's just a spinny little guy.
Just a
Yeah.
spinny little lad.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the only time Sideswipe appears in the campaign. I'm really mad about it. He's DLC for the multiplayer.
Good work, Autobots.
He is only playable if you buy the DLC, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist anymore.
Network.
Not
Because they, you know, Activision pulled all the
They
games and
the
stuff.
licenses and such.
Damn you, Activision.
And he was a pre-order bonus. He was DLC from the start. He's in the first level. He is in 2 games, and in both of them, he is DLC for the multiplayer. I'm not mad.
So,
You're mad.
I'm mad.
the fact that we saw him running around, though, was that the kind of DLC where it doesn't actually add anything? It just adds, like, a special file that's like, hey, allow this model that is in the game to be used by player.
Probably, yeah.
So it's possible.
Possible, yes, but since this is only on console, modding is not easy.
Why isn't it possible?
Why isn't it possible?
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not. Why not, you son of a bitch?
Well, we're going back up to intrigue in space.
Oh,
Space intrigue.
Intercepting the Decepticons' transmissions has given us the
Ah, but
tactical
Soundwave's listening
advantage
in.
we need.
yeah.
He always does.
Using This
Yeah,
day,
that's kind of his
we
shtick.
have located Decepticons across the globe. Despite the insistence of human
Dude got
leaders
nuked.
who refuse
Yeah, I mean,
to
yeah.
Yeah, this is Nest just doing their thing. I wish we got to see more of just Nest doing their thing.
Yeah,
honestly,
that
in
would
the
be
movie.
that would have been much cooler.
It's just Human Man Nolan North.
It's
What
human-
the fuck? That is Nolan North!
It's just human man.
It's just actually him. They call him and, hey, you want to just speak it to a camera for a bit?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, I mean, before he was a voice actor, he did act on camera.
Yeah.
He did used to do soap operas.
Man, you ever just get to be in a Zoom call with Optimus and Ratchet?
God, I wish.
the Decepticon threat.
God, I will say Ironhide's face is so fucking ugly.
All of the faces are terrible.
At all.
The battle masks
pug.
generally make them look better. But, yeah. Ironhide doesn't... He got hit with the ugly stick.
It's straight in the nose.
It's why he's got a scar on one of his eyes, too.
Remember,
So we're in Detroit. This is just regular Detroit. There's no Decepticon activity. This is just happening.
evacuates the humans across
Yeah.
town and keep the
You gotta be careful of the brown water.
Oh, they're recreating Ironhide's appearance in Revenge of the Fallen. Like, almost, like, frame for frame.
Just do your best.
I'm going to do my best. Oh, he does have his guns. His like, proper cannons.
Yeah.
Detroit is seeing better. No, this is just how it is.
Yeah. Hell, Ironhide.
Go kick some tin. Oh,
No. I like the gun mode.
yeah, it's just more gun.
Ironhide.
Hi,
glad
Ratchet.
to see Optimus sent you
You look
here.
skinny.
I'm sure you are. What's the latest?
You look well.
Megatron's forces are wreaking havoc on the
So
city.
they've also sidelined Ratchet again.
Yeah.
He is not playable in the campaign.
So, why are there like
other side of the
glass
city with a
doors?
nest
Like,
convoy.
when did this get set up?
Nest. I'm guessing they can just do this. Like they just airdrop them in.
Yeah, I assume that, like, anytime you have any level of, like, science fiction plus America, they just have the ability to just instantly put down structures. Like, I think of,
Okay, but before,
building structures in StarCraft.
before we change though, those things are utterly ineffective when the robot is about as tall as it and can also just go through
doesn't feel
the
right.
buildings on
Where
either
are
side.
those columns?
I think it's mainly just like redirecting.
Yeah, that's what it's meant to be, right?
Yeah.
Like, those type of barricades are used to redirect, you know, insurgent forces and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, it's not a case of, like, this wall will stop them. It's like, it will kind of force them down a path of least resistance.
But if they want to get past that wall, they can just go through the house beside it with their giant robots with unlimited
Ironhide doesn't need gun.
good.
Everything died. So this is one of the weapons he has in Dark of the Moon. We get the other one later.
Ooh.
It's a
Is it
surprise
the
to you that
acid
will help us
pistol?
later.
This is Wheeljack. Activate
Grenade blossom.
Whoa.
Don't mind if I do.
and explode
Cluster grenade?
Cluster grenade shoulder launcher.
Cluster grenade.
That was a lot of grenades
It
they
was.
fired.
Basically a war machine that shoots cluster grenades.
Yeah. Fine. Nearby explosives. Yeah. Oh, and I killed one.
Ironhide, what did I tell you about collateral damage? Sorry, Optimus. I just
It's always something with Ironhide, huh?
save it for the Decepticons. Ironhide.
Ironhide has a shotgun.
Second string. Keep any Decepticons from
He's got his auto cannon, which I think is just a bit. It feels like a nail gun,
Gun. Yeah.
and then he's got shotgun.
He has like 4 weapons.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's Ironhide. Of course he does.
Yeah. He's the weapon specialist, dude, bro.
Now, Ironhide or Hound? Which is the better weapon set?
Well, Hound wasn't really. Well, okay.
He
Movie
was.
Hound is a weapon. He's a weapon
Yeah,
guy.
I was talking.
I think probably Hound, just because he had more of them.
I like Hound more.
He's funnier.
He also,
is.
yeah, he also had the more entertaining personality.
He was a better character. Ironhide was, you know, a robot.
He's cool,
Yeah.
but he's not necessarily a character.
Exactly. He's kind of guns.
Notice.
Like, Ironhide is just moments of that.
Yeah.
While
it is-
Hound actually has some level
It's
of
awesome.
character.
Place I can dwell.
Little guys.
Little man.
Well,
Yeah, the only reasonable move.
Ironhide was supposed to be
I mean, also, we need to talk about fucking Ironhide's alt mode. That truck he transforms into is ungodly massive.
it's huge.
It is.
Because it's basically just like a semi-cap, but they were like, put a flatbed on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just-
It carries around the same loads that semis do.
Yes, because it is. It's just rather than having like the fucking thing that you attach like a fucking semi-trailer on, they were just like, yep, just put a fucking pickup bed on it, and yeah,
Please try to restrain yourself.
made for just public mass consumption.
You're breaking up, Ratchet. We shall talk after I take care of this.
Okay, so Ratchet was just trying to tell Ironhide to limit the collateral damage, and Ironhide pretended to break it up.
Going through a tunnel.
I'll try to reconnect later. Ironhide wants victims.
He does.
Ooh,
Whoa.
I got a trophy.
Seek and destroy.
We thought it was already.
No, not on this account. I don't think. So I had to make a second one because like the other one we set the location wrong and we couldn't activate codes. So, mainly because that was like back when like my parents were very paranoid about online interactions. So we set our location to Australia so they couldn't find us.
That's fair.
But we could not activate any codes on that account.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a
because
minigun too. Though.
yeah, because also Australia has a lot of restrictions. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, when I got my PS3, that was like just before they had that massive like data breach. So that did not help my chances for getting my own online account.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I heard the fucking telltale sound of, hey, you're running out of ammo.
Yeah.
I cannot hop while I'm truck.
Because I even love that they put that sound in the Deadpool game, too.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Well, yeah, because it just really helps you, like, without looking at your fucking depleting ammo gauge, like, oh, I'm getting low, I should reload.
That grenade did nothing. Why is boots in car mode, like, indestructible? Some of the time.
Ironhide, I am trapped in a large factory surrounded by Decepticons. I don't think I can hold them off.
But why is Ironhide always on protection detail?
Well, that was his job, wasn't it? Like, in the movie continuity, he used to be a bodyguard or something?
That was G1, actually.
Oh, that was G1?
Yeah.
Oh,
In G1, he was a bodyguard.
gotcha.
No idea about the movie. Oh, hello, loading time. Oh. Boost! Oh,
Big.
they are dead. Excuse me, sir.
They're eating miniguns.
This is Ratchet.
However, I have plot armor.
Yep.
Sure could use a little help here, Ironhide.
Oh, sure could use you doing something.
Don't get your gears in a
Killed
bind,
one
I'm
dude.
coming.
You killed two, actually. Let me go. Okay, yeah, I have to do a thing.
Necessary.
This
Gameplay.
must be the factory Ratchet was talking about.
So sick of wait. What? They're just hanging out.
They just vibing.
Shotgun time. This is close quarters combat time. Perish.
Well, he's not sick of waiting anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Man.
not dead.
That shotgun's strong. There he goes.
That got strong as fuck, yeah.
Gotta say, I really like the like enemy dissolving effect. They could have just had them like fade out, but like instead it's sort of like a fiery smoke effect.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, let's see if I can get a better one. Okay, all of you have a grenade. Okay, they are not dying. There you go. Yeah, that effect. Where they kind of just dissolve into ashes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do miss War for Cybertron where they just explode when they die, but none of the games after it did that.
Damn.
all of them will like just dissolve. I think I hit a little guy.
I think you did too.
I'm on my way.
That's fine. This is fine.
You needed an extra ventilation, didn't you?
It's so funny seeing how much stuff like they carried over just from War for Cybertron.
Right?
Like even the missile incoming
Yeah.
indicator was like the exact same.
I mean,
like
you-
that missile inbound.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta imagine this had a very short term.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying like it's bad. I'm just saying like it's just funny to see.
Yeah. They absolutely had to like cut corners wherever they could.
Hello.
5 minutes.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you have a score multiplier.
Yeah, I don't really know what the point of that is.
Score.
But I'm not gonna complain too much. Because they also took away ammo. It's infinite now. You don't have to pick up ammo or anything, and health regenerates. Alright.
What do those little shits transform into?
Dead bodies. You see.
Oh, just like me.
Yeah. So, Ironhide sure did a lot in the movie, huh?
Uh-huh. Sure did.
I mean, he did. He had a really cool scene. That highway scene leading up to the Mexican standoff is amazing. Flat out amazing.
It's pretty.
Yeah, he also had another major plot point of getting fucking killed.
Yeah, poor guy. R.I.P. Ironhide. But man, that is how you sell a villain.
Yeah. It made me upset because he was my favorite kid.
I think that was the point.
I know.
I'm coming, Ratchet. Hang in there.
Yeah. Little bastard. Send him down, God.
Yeah. I know it's technically a war crime for Optimus to have executed him in the streets, but it's justified.
Yeah.
It was justified.
I mean, yeah, it's like... Oh yeah, sure, it was a fucking war
Hi,
crime, but
Mixmaster.
I don't think the Autobots are compliant with the Geneva Convention.
Sure thing, Ironhide. Man.
Mixmaster!
Yeah, he's...
Heroes just have to stop using the phrase "let him die." The villain always has a witty retort and does something to the person they're holding hostage.
Very bad choice of words.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fucking... Just like, put them down safely. Just like... Well, now you've just ruined all the fun.
So, yeah, Mixmaster survived, apparently, Devastator dying.
Well, aren't there like multiple of him?
That is true.
The
They can-
whole
Yeah.
Devastator thing that they did for the fucking movie.
Yeah, they definitely cheated a lot by having just a ton of similar Constructicon models all over the place. But I kind of love that they just sort of rolled with it, that Devastator is just... He can be formed with any number of Constructicons, not just like a set amount. So it means that there's like tons of them. And just because
But that means
yeah.
we could have had 2 Devastators at once.
We could have had 4 enemy scrotums. Or 2 enemy scrotums, 4 enemy balls.
That's where you're going. No, don't get in my way.
I'm gonna get in your way.
You got in my way.
He got in his way.
You went to the beach that makes a bolt.
I'm glad I was not here.
So yeah, right now I do not.
Oh, his turret mode.
Yeah, he actually uses his turret mode and his like Mixmaster's a great design actually.
Yeah.
Because like him using the drum barrel as like
Shields.
shields,
Yeah, pretty gnarly.
especially for when he turns into a turret.
Yeah,
that's-
where is it? Sir?
That's fine. This is fine. I just need this. It's only the heavy iron to destroy it. Bye bye.
Okay. He dead.
Not yet.
He dead.
Ratchet dead though.
He dead.
No way he could have survived.
No, not yet. He hasn't been shot yet by Sniper Face.
Nah, he dead.
Ironhide, I need assistance. Ratchet, are you all right?
What am I gonna do from down here?
This is bad. My damage
Oh
level
my god,
is
is he
critical.
gonna...
He's
Must
just flat.
initiate
Is he gonna, like,
emergency
catch him?
self-repair.
In his arms, like Princess Carrie?
Decepticons are almost
Ratchet just
here.
ragdolls
Don't
down
worry
off the ledge and Iron
Yeah.
Man grabs him.
Here they come.
But no, I just gotta shoot dudes.
Oh.
And shoot them I shall. I say missing every shot. problem is Ironhide is slow.
He do be a slow boy. Picking chunky.
I'll get him with one of these bullets.
Hopefully.
There you go. Oh, the grenades too. Sir, can you just like perish, please?
This is more difficult than I thought. Keep them off me a bit longer.
And launch the grenades. Grenade blossom sometimes works, sometimes just doesn't.
I am nearly at half my normal power now. Keep it up, old friend. No worries, Doc. This is only target practice.
This is only target practice. Gets blown the fuck up.
Yeah, Ironhide just dies right here and now.
There, my core functions are back online. Now let me return the favor. About time.
Give me heals. Hi. Oh, Ratchet sure found them. There they are. Alright, it's big gun time.
When is it not big gun time?
When it's going down. I know, very sad.
Listen, Ironhide.
Anyone else?
Wheeljack has created an upgraded version of
Okay, so
Heavy
that's a bit of an interesting thing. So there technically isn't a Wheeljack in the movie. His name is Q. But basically everything around the movie at the time called him Wheeljack. Because he is the man who invents the things. But in the movie he's known as Q. And everyone hates his design because he kind of looks like Albert Einstein, but like really bad.
Yeah.
I don't mind, but people really hated him. It's also the same case with Dino/Mirage. In this game, he is called Mirage, while in the movie he's called Dino.
I don't remember him.
He's red. He does not do a ton, but the next mission is his.
Gotcha.
So maybe it'll jog your memory.
Maybe.
Okay, this is not vehicle mode time. These corridors are too tight, and there are too many little guys. Stop!
They fucking just tearing your ankles asunder.
That's what you deserve, Ironhide.
What's with, like, small things attacking Ironhide's feet?
Oh,
Because Mojo the Chihuahua also assaulted his feet.
that's fair though. That's great. They were on the stairs.
I refuse to aim more. Okay, the rocket guys, like, not actually using guns and only relying on their shoulder thing, means that they're just, like, constantly squaring up. And it's kind of unnerving.
They just constantly squared up. They're ready to fight.
Yeah. See, look at him. Look at that guy up in the corner.
Good.
Ready to fight. Still alive up there, but you are more important. Is that Ratchet healing you?
Yes.
Thank you, Ratchet. True friend.
Man, I wish Ratchet did something in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally didn't do a thing, except for, like, mention that fucking Sam wanted to fuck Michaela,
Pretty much.
and then getting sniped, and
That's it.
that's Ratchet in the movies.
Yeah, that's it. You got a cool buzzsaw and you never used it.
Now I can do some real damage.
Oh yeah. Second gun.
The heavy iron 2.0. Go on. It's fully charged. Fire as you please.
So that's Wheeljack.
I do that anyway.
But yeah, but going back to the weird name changes and stuff, it kind of bothers me because people pretty much refuse to acknowledge like Q as anything but Wheeljack. So people say, "Oh, he's the worst Wheeljack design." Well, what if he's just like the best Q design? What if he's just a new character?
But he's...
Oh, yeah, I've got a new gun. Why don't I use it?
Oh.
Alright, Roger.
So it's rockets.
Join the nest.
One is minigun, one is rockets.
For this area.
Inside you there are 2 guns.
Minigun and
With
rockets.
your aim, I would
Inside of you there are 2 wolves. One is gay. The
One
other
can
is
swap
gay.
between them too.
You are gay.
I don't think I ever realized that like pressing triangle when one is out, when you're using heavy iron, you can actually swap between the two. I just assumed that 2.0 just replaces the first one.
a couple of scratches, but I'm ready to roll. According to our scans,
But honestly, I do love Ironhide just straight up having 2 giant guns on his back.
Yeah.
It
then
is.
you've got the right Autobot for the job.
Alright, so yeah, I've got... So that's... Can I switch? Yeah, I can. I've got the rapid fire, but then I can swap to the big gun.
He must have removed the isotope. He shouldn't be thawed.
You got the isotope!
Not the isotope.
Why the fuck are you going after an isotope?
They shot Mixmaster with a radioactive isotope so they can track
That someone's paying attention. I missed that part.
Yep, Ratchet said he shot it while you were fighting him. So Mixmaster was distracted.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's like the irradiated bills in fucking Batman.
Yeah.
This is the second time I've made reference to that
Yeah.
movie in this video.
It's a good movie.
Master's shield
I fucking,
Came out around the same time.
heavy
I
iron.
fucking love that
Once
movie.
destroyed, he won't be able to defend against your conventional weapons. Good. Time to make this guy hurt.
Whoa. A lot of why.
The whole squad rolled up. Unfortunately, I have tanks.
Choosing the wrong side.
That guy just got bodied.
I don't even know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, the frame rate is really bad. I don't remember it being this bad. Maybe the Xbox 360 version is better. Who knows? Those are the only 2 versions, so there's really nothing else to compare it to.
Stay alert. Mixmaster is close. How close?
Hello!
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Now, if you couldn't before.
Well, you see,
You didn't do
Gun.
anything either. Gun.
good. Everybody
Shut
gets
that
hooked.
shit out of the air.
Yeah, use your shield against this. Oh, okay, not allowed to do that.
He's got a dodge roll now.
There-ish. Okay, so now you gotta wait for it to come back. Sir, can
you wait?
Can you just wait?
Damn, fucking flat walking up on you.
Can you just not? Sir, can you not, sir? Please. Sure you can.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Shooting his balls at you.
Oh. Watch out, Mixmaster. I got a split.
Stop. Stop.
For those who know, I have just traumatized them.
This is
Right. I really confused them there.
yeah, apparently.
Bamboozled.
He is fast.
The buffoon is flummoxed. The buffoon is flummoxed.
The pizza was aggressive.
Hello.
Man, he lost those shields when he got crazy with
Yeah.
it. Like, shit, dude.
You got a little swifted.
No, you take this. Also, why did Ratchet abandon me? I could really use him right now.
Yeah, just like distract him a little bit. Shoot him in the back.
Heal me.
Heal. Yeah, heal. He's a healer. Mr. Heal Man. He's healing. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, don't you have grenades, man?
I can't. It's one of those ones where you have to kill enemies. And look at the top right.
Yeah, it's very, very, very close.
But there's no enemies. So I'm not going to be able to grenade spam. But I will execute them.
Yes. Murder.
That was for rest.
Oh, did he die?
Is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Master has been disposed of.
Yeah, he dead.
Damn. Rough.
Yeah. You know what? I think we have time for one more.
Ooh.
Which will actually be like halfway through the game. This is going to be a very short
Jesus.
series.
Yeah, this is gonna be 3 episodes max. We might even just be able to do 2. Fuck.
We could do this in one sitting. Human Man's back.
Human Man.
So yeah, we get to be Mirage in this one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do this in one sitting, but we can't because Zack and I have to be somewhere.
Yeah.
How soon?
Surveyed the area
Half an hour.
until we
Okay.
lost contact with
We
Wait,
got
is it in half an hour or is it in 5 minutes?
This was his final transmission.
Oh yeah. Sideswipe does appear again. Still don't get to play as him though.
Okay, never mind. It's in 5 minutes, not half an hour.
Oh, so guess not.
Guess we're not doing an extra one. I thought it was 8 tonight.
Well, sorry guys. We'll have 3 episodes of this series probably instead of the 2.
No.
Mirage. Sideswipe
One
went
long
in to
episode.
investigate Decepticon.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're just gonna go.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
we
not
just
doing
need to
it
take
now.
a break to do other stuff, and then we'll come back, we'll record, we'll be up until like 2 in the morning, which will be great because Zack has to drive.
Yeah, but not till the afternoon. So
Oh, true.
yeah, I got plenty of time.
Unagi?
You are not allowed to leave this couch until we return in 5 hours.
Okay. If I can't leave, then you at home cannot leave either.
You fool. You absolute buffoon. They've already gone.
Oh no.
Down below to hit the like button.
Whoa!
Oh, I hate myself.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that physically hurt me.
Alright.
We'll give you time to recover, Zach. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for
Okay.
watching.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
That did hurt. That actually hurt. That was painful.